You're listening to the Moose and the Loose, your 10 minutes action-packed financial podcast with your host, Mikey Hu. Hey, what's up, Market Moose? Welcome to Business Friday. It's Mike from the Moose on the Loose. I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to share a bit of a personal story. I am going after Aeroplan points. I'm traveling a lot. Traveling is one of my most important part of my budget. That's my priority number one because I'm after experiences with my wife and my children. And one way I could reduce that budget is to get more Aeroplan points. And for that reason, I decided to order a new credit card, a Amex American Express Aeroplan credit card. Quite expensive, $5.99, but definitely worth it with the bonus of points. And today I want to discuss about how they brought that card to me mostly. And there's no affiliate links there or anything else, and it's not sponsored. I just want to share my experience with American Express about the perception of quality. Quality is something that you sell to your client, right? But what is quality for a credit card? I mean, it's not much, right? You don't necessarily know. It's a piece of plastic. You buy stuff with that. And the goal here is just to increase the amount of point. I mean, that was how I wanted to have my card. But here's the experience I had. So first, it took 2 minutes to fill up the online questionnaire and I got instant approval. So already we're off on a great start. You make things simple for your client, you make it easy, and you give the answer right away. Amazing. Then we got email follow-up at every step of the way before I got the card. So really the first impression, the first time that I've been dealing with American Express has been just a wow. They told me that they would deliver the credit card. I think it was like a Monday or a Tuesday. Surprise, they delivered it on the Friday before. So again, putting the expectation and over delivering after that, which is, textbook marketing, but still pretty interesting. Now, what surprised me the most was in the delivery. So I remember that when I got my credit card, I got a pretty good MasterCard with National Bank. It's a World Elite, and it got delivered by mail. I received like an envelope. There was a card there. You call, and then boom, you got it, right? So, nothing fancy, but I didn't expect anything anyway. I just wanted to have that piece of plastic, right? To get the points. But this time, it was delivered by FedEx in a box. So at first, I got the box, and I'm like, what is this? I didn't order anything, so what's going on here? I opened the box, big blue box with a lot of information inside, and then I saw the card. And that kind of reminded me of the packaging that you have if you buy a Apple product, where you have like those clean, nice box quality. You open it and then boom, you get your product. So I got that sense of surprise, and I was like, wow, that makes it like a high quality card type of thing. Like, we're raising the perception. So first, great first contact with instant approval, the email follow-up telling me that they're really on top of things. They deliver faster than expected. Now they give me this in a big box. I'm like, wow, they make a pretty big deal around that credit card. Once again, I wasn't looking for anything, but those points were really interesting from a business perspective on how you deliver something that is literally a commodity today. Because a credit card for a credit card, you just put them on an Excel spreadsheet, you compare the advantage, and then you pick the one that fits your spending habits and your goals, right? So not much there to fight for, but then the experience is completely different. Finally, I get that card. The card is, maybe like 5 times heavier than any of other my cards. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. It actually almost feel like metal. So that was surprising, a little bit thicker, heavier, nice black background. So feel like a pretty cool card to have it in your hand. So not only the first contact is great, the delivery process was well thought of, very professional, and the product as like aesthetic has been really thought of as well and very nice. So they definitely target clients that of course can afford to pay $600 for a card. I mean, if you're putting everything on your card and you're making the calculation, that $600 is getting paid off with the Aeroplan very easily, to be honest. But still, like targeting higher clientele, I guess, which was a very nice touch, very interesting. They asked you to activate the card within an application. So you download the app. It's really easy to use. It took 2 minutes. And then I get my statements from the application as well. So the overall process was like A++. I mean, I almost fell in love with my credit card where I just wanted to have it for points. So big kudos to you, American Express, for that quality. Now, I mean, it's been 6 minutes. I'm praising the company. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what I don't like. Because, of course, nothing is perfect and you still have to pay for everything and there's no free lunch in finance. Well, the goal here is to get points. So my goal is not to buy more stuff, but just use it for my regular purchase as soon as possible to reach those mark points where you get those levels, you get your rewards, and that's the whole deal, right? So that was the only purpose why I bought that card. I wanted that card. The first big deception, and I had a MasterCard, and at one point I had also a Visa like in my life, and that was pretty much it. I remember I probably had a American Express a long time ago, but it has been like decades since I got one. Now I'm trying to pay with that credit card, and my friend, the number of places that it's not accepting Amex, I kind of like knew, but at the same time didn't experience the bad feeling of like, card not accepted. And it almost feels like it was declined, right? Like declined because you have insufficient funds. Same feeling, but now just because they don't accept it. I got turned down at the movie theaters. I got turned down when I tried to pay for hockey for my son with the city's website. I mean, I thought the city would accept all the cards, right? No, they don't. I got turned down at Costco. And I thought, well, if there's a place I can rack up a lot of points, it's really by spending at Costco, right? I mean, you get those huge tickets. You have to pay a big bill when you get out of this. So you're just thinking, hey, I'm going to rack up those points. Pretty easy. Again, decline, not accepted there. So it was a bit upsetting. Of course, there are a lot of other places that they accept, and I'll be able to spend enough money to get the points that I need and to get the rewards, so that's fine. But it was a pain to constantly wonder, is my card is going to be accepted or not? So I didn't like that feeling, and I have to now select places they're going to take it so I can reach those rewards. So that was kind of a pain. The second thing is I like to keep things very simple. So I really enjoyed the process, but still, that was a second credit card. I don't like to have 10,000 credit cards and manage those. I like to put everything on one card. I have one payment per month and that's it. Now I kind of double that task. So I'm not too convinced about the entire thing going forward. But in the meantime, I'm well aware of how much I'm going to be able to, how I'm going to enjoy those points actually with more trips in the year and more other features. So it's kind of like a pain that I'm ready to pay. But still, just to highlight that, again, nothing is free and you have to manage through this. So the moral of this story is if you have a business, think about your delivery process. Think about the first point of contact, the delivery process, and the quality of your product. That has a huge impact on a client's perspective of the quality offer and the overall experience. And I mean, that's a living proof. I'm spending 10 minutes to talk about a credit card and never thought I would do that, right? So kind of crazy. Anyways, I kind of I will use some of those things in my business, actually, some of those lessons, because I thought it was really, really interesting to live them from a customer perspective. And I thought, well, every customer should feel that way all the time, well taken care of, that that the product you're gonna get is on its way, and it's high quality, and the company behind it really cares about the whole process. So anyways, just thought it was fun. All right, Moose, that's enough for today. I hope that you will have an amazing weekend. I'll be spending mine on soccer fields, which is going to be really cool because there's a tournament this weekend, and we're going to talk again next week. So until then, don't forget to stay invested. Hey, welcome to the disclaimer. If you're listening to The Moose on the Loose, you cannot really expect me to give you buy or sell recommendation or financial advice, right? You're here for fun, you're here for information and some entertainment. But I am not your financial advisor, I am not your broker, so therefore I'm not liable if you're losing money after listening to the podcast. If you're looking for some advice, go see a professional. If not, you can enjoy the show and do your due diligence after it.